Y'all, checking in on Black Gangster by Donald Goines. I finished this morning, and wow, what a crazy read. So I gave this 3 out of 5 stars. I thought it was really good writing, really hard-hitting. It just pulls your gut out. So in this book, we see Prince, who is setting up his own kind of criminal organization in the Detroit area, and he, in the first chapter or two, he just gets out of jail. He's a young guy, early 20s, and the book kind of just takes you through all of the business of his criminal organization and all the things that he goes through and he has to try to get over. I won't go into too much detail because then that would give spoilers, and my reviews are usually spoiler free, but this was a hard-hitting book. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars because I don't think I'll be reading it again, but it wasn't bad. It was really good writing. You could tell that the author, Donald Goines, had lived through this life before, and he was pulling from his own experiences and writing the story of Prince. And it gave a real true portrayal of gang life, especially in the Detroit, Chicago area. I read this for the Own Voices prompt in the Reindeer Games Shelf Space Readathon, and what I learned when doing research on it to figure out if this would fit was that Donald Goines, the author, had lived in the Detroit area, and he saw this kind of story happen in real life, and him and his wife were killed in what they believed to be a failed drug dealing. He was a black man in Detroit, so this definitely fits the Own Stories prompt, and is one of those stories that is so real you have to read it in order to believe it, and it's almost read as nonfiction because it was so real. And this kind of story happens all the time, probably far too often. And so there's these characters were kind of, because of the situation of the story, I don't know if anyone were particularly likable. We have our main protagonists and our main characters that we're supposed to follow along with. I don't know that if it was just my situation, I didn't really connect with any characters particularly. I was invested in the story more than the characters. But there's 2 quotes that I pulled out from the book. The first one says, "Death always gave him a feeling of very small." And if anyone's gone through grief of a loved one that they've lost, then they know exactly this feeling. And then the second one is, "If looks could kill, Racehorse would have been dead." And if you've ever been on the other side of that kind of look, or you've seen movies or TV shows with characters that have that looks could kill look, you know exactly what this means. And so like I said, I give Black Gangster 3 out of 5 stars. It was a good read. If you're looking for a good Own Voices book that brings you into the heart of a criminal organization in the 1920s-ish, I think a little later than that, I highly recommend Black Gangsters. This was a recommendation from my boyfriend Howard, and I'm really, really glad I read it. So that's my review on that, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share with all your friends, and we'll check in with y'all again soon. Bye.